Okay, in this video we're going to talk about how to factor trinomials by using something we call the box method. And the box method is very much related to factor by grouping. So the way that this gets done is you'll start it just like grouping. You'll do the first three steps that you normally do in grouping, which is the first step, multiply first and last terms, and so that would be 14x squared multiplied by negative 9, and that's negative 126x squared. And then the second thing you want to do is find factors of negative 126x squared that add up to 15x. And in this case, it's going to be 21x and negative 6x. And then the third step is write the 4 terms in the box below. Now when I say the 4 terms, basically you're going to take these 2 terms here, and you're going to put them right in here. You're going to separate this into negative 6x plus 21x. So your 4 terms would end up being this, those 2, and that. And we're going to put those into the box. So 14x squared would go here, 21x here, negative 6x there, negative 9 there. Now, with 21x and the negative 6x, you could put those terms in either of those boxes. The order with which you put them in there is kind of irrelevant. And now what you do is you take that box and you have 2 rows and 2 columns. Now you need to find the greatest common factor of every row and the greatest common factor of every column. So the top row, the greatest common factor is 7x. Right? And then the bottom row, the greatest common factor is negative 3. The left column, the greatest common factor is 2x. And then the right column, the greatest common factor is 3. And then these are your 2 binomials. And you just write your answer then. 7x minus 3. This one comes here. 2x plus 3. And there's your answer factor. Now, you can check this by doing FOIL. If you multiply this all out, you're going to get 14x squared plus 21x minus 6x minus 9, which of course will become 14x squared plus 15x minus 9, which is the original problem, and there's your answer. And again, you can check it. If you look at when we did FOIL, the 4 terms that we got are the 4 terms that are in our box. So by us multiplying the first and the last term together, we're finding out exactly what the 2 middle terms will multiply together to be, and all we had to do was find factors of that would add up to 15x, which happened to be our middle term. So this is very much like grouping. Some people like it a little bit better. You do have to be a little bit careful with signs on this, but otherwise that's all you're going to do. Here's a second problem. Again, multiply the first and the last. 6x squared times negative 70. And find your 2 factors. that will sum to 1x. And those are going to be 21x and negative 20x. And you make your box. And just fill in 6x squared, 21x, negative 20x, negative 70. Find all the common factors. Okay, the top row is 3x, the bottom row is negative 10. The left column is 2x, and the right column is 7. Again, these are your binomials. 3x minus 10, 2x plus 7. There's your answer. Check it again by doing FOIL. Make sure that it is correct. 6x squared plus 21x minus 20x minus 70. 6x squared plus x minus 70. That's correct. I'll do one more. Same thing, multiply the first and the last. 60x squared. Find factors of that. That sum to 17x. That would be 12x, 5x. That may take you a little bit of time to do that. Put your 4 terms in a box. 10x squared, 12x, 5x, 6. Greatest common factor of the first row, top row, 2x. Greatest common factor of the bottom row, there is nothing besides 1, so just put a 1 there. Left column is 5x. Right column is 6. And so our answer, again, these are the 2 binomials right there. 2x plus 1, 5x plus 6. Double check to make sure that it works out. 10x squared plus 12x plus 5x plus 6. 10x squared plus 17x plus 6. So the box method is very much like grouping. Each of these are alternatives to guess and check, which is probably one of the more common ways, guess and check, where you just list the factors of the first term, list the factors of the second term, plug those into your binomials, and continue to check O and I to make sure, see if you end up with the correct answer. Those people that don't like guess and check may like the box method. You may like the grouping method.